Good morning, hope you're all good. The sun is out. We've had some great weather recently. I've been down to Taunton where I grew up and saw some family and friends. Caught up with my brother. I saw my granddad, which is good. It's good to start doing stuff now. You know, the whole world seems to be waking up a little bit, which is a lovely feeling. And we're getting the weather for it as well. And yeah, I went for a little swim in an old, so there's a river I used to fish with my friends years ago. It's about 15 foot deep just outside Taunton, and really muddy. We've caught some monster pike. We've been snapped up by a couple of monster pike. If you told me years ago I would have swum in it, I wouldn't have believed you. But yeah, I went for a dip with a mate, a little paddle. That was quite nice. Sun was shining, beautiful. I was originally going to go to Wales, but both cars are in at the moment getting sorted. Just bad timing. I don't know how that happened, but it did. My second choice was that we've got a golf course just behind our house, a little bit further that way, about a 20-minute walk, and it was sold about a year and a half ago, and the people that bought it have tried to get planning permission to develop, you know, housing on there. They haven't got it because it's a greenbelt area, so it's protected, and I hope it stays that way. Right now no one's using it. I think they paid about 4.6 million, which actually isn't much for what it is. So they've got so much money they can take a punt on these things, just in case they can you know, get the go-ahead. But yeah, so far it's just like used by dog walkers and things like that. The grass is all grown like a bit of a meadow now. All the deer come into it. It's quite wild. So I'll be doing a camp on the old golf course soon. It's just brilliant. It's like having a really big campsite, a really wild, awesome campsite all to yourself. That's what it feels like, because it's open, it's got lots of wooded areas, but no one really goes there. It's the old dog walker. So yeah, I'll be popping over there soon for a camp. But this time round I didn't get the opportunity to do that. I went to another local woodland that I use quite a lot, and it's been good fun. I had a really good time. Cooked up some nice food, had a couple of beers. It was a sunny day. Got in a hammock again. It's been a while since I've done that. So it's really hard to get into this woods, really hard. I mean, it's lots of ducking and scrambling and getting stung and scratched and bitten. But once you get into it quite far, there's a clearing and it's brilliant. So yeah, that's where I went. So I packed my gear, I waxed my trousers, I grabbed the smidge, saved a few frogs en route, and heading on into the woodland. Just got a bloody fly in my eye, but a really bad one. Get the odd fly in the eye and it's fine, but this one stung like mad. So we're at a local woods, so you will hear roads in the background and things like that. I'm on the outskirts of Bristol. This is a woodland that I do pop to quite a lot when I've got very limited time. I can't head off to the hills or some forest somewhere or drive for hours. I just go for a half-hour walk and I'm here. And no one else is ever here. This is mine. This is my woods. So I'm going to set up the hammock now and get myself comfortable. Crack open a cold beer. I'm having steak tonight as well. Quite excited. But look at it. It's just beautiful. Oh, I just love it. I love it so much. I just cannot explain. This is perfect. So I'm going to get set up and I'll be back in a bit. So we've got the hammock up, we've opened up one of these beers, the Vocation, Perfect Storm. It's so cold. Oh, cheers guys. So the sleep mat is a Climate, I think it's a Climate V5 or something, I'm not sure. I got it ages ago, but it's good because it just opens up the hammock like this. You don't need an under blanket. It's insulated if it gets cold, and it's got these little sort of flippers which keep the sides out. Gives it shape. Really nice bit of kit. It's got some good grip on it as well, so you don't slide around all night, but it just keeps the hammock nice and open, nice and comfy. Thumbs up for the Climate, I'd say. For sleeping bag, I brought the Nemo Rift back out again. It's probably going to be a bit warm, I can just sleep on top of it, but it just packs nice and small, so it's just much easier to get this one in my bag rather than some of my lighter bags, believe it or not. Either way, I'll be comfy, so all good. Pretty much one breath. We've got the Nemo Fillet Elite Luxury, I think it's called, or something luxury. It's a Fillet, Nemo Fillet. It's the one without the foam. Nemo again, really good stuff, very comfortable. All set. Got the hammock set up, nice and simple, no tarp, everything's simple tonight. Just gonna sit there, have a beer, cook up a fillet steak, take it easy. I'm about half an hour away from home. Nice, easy little one. With birch bark, you don't need to be too specific about it. Scratch it up however you like. As long as you can get these bits, you're all good. Right, let's add the garlic. So we've got a beautiful little piece of organic fillet. So let's just get the pepper and the salt on it. So I've bought my own bone broth, and I'm going to be cooking, if I use some of the fat from the bone broth, so I'll be adding the rest to the mushrooms after they've started sweating. Create like a little gravy, that's the plan anyway. So right now we've got some fat, a little bit of bone broth fat. I'm going to add that to the mushrooms. Right, so we're reheating the potatoes. The mushrooms are simmering away and reducing in the bone broth. We've got purple sprouting broccoli inside the foil with a bit of water steaming away. And I'm resting the fillet right here. Almost ready. Well, I forgot to record layering it up. But here we go. A bit of beef. So we've got our potatoes, we've got our greens, we've got our beautiful bit of fillet, and then we've got all our mushrooms with our bone broth over the top. Look at that beef. So soft. So soft. So as you can see, I changed my mind in the end and I put the tarp up just in case. There's a 3 or 4% chance of rain, but you just can't be too careful really. The last thing you'd want is for the rain to come down and you weren't prepared, so. There we go. Something quite beautiful about sitting by a fire or just being by a fire, hear it crackle, see the smoke rise in the woods. You know, when you see a fire, there's humans, you know, civilization, whatever you want to call it. No animal's going to do this. This is specific to us. It's unique to humans. There's something in our DNA, I think, when we sit by a fire, we feel relaxed, we feel introspective, and I think we ponder things, we think more, we open more. How many millions of people before me have stared into these flames? And what were their thoughts? What were their ideas? Who do they think that they were? Where did they come from? I better shut up. Got woken up by a deer grunting in the night right outside. Just like really loud right there, but I quite like it. I like the sounds of the wild. Really nice, snuggly, comfortable scenario here, cocooned in this thing, which is good. You got the woods right outside my window. You can hear the morning chorus now, which is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna get up and make a coffee. It's 6:30. So it's Sunday today. It's the day of rest. So really, I should get a coffee and get back in the hammock, read my book for a little bit. But I have got lots to do today, so I will head back. But like soon. But look, the sun's poking through now. It's looking really nice.